king now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
3rd down, here's Rawls. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on Wilson. Hit. It's loose. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. On 1st down, Wilson. And this one's incomplete. And, you know, one storyline that will be interesting to track, just switching gears here for a second while we have a moment, is 7 coaches with new teams this year in the NFL. See how that plays out as the regular season gets going.
And they got to their present assignment so many different ways. Chip Kelly getting a second opportunity in the NFL after Philadelphia. He's in San Francisco now. Ben McAdoo's offense was so good in New York, they retained him and moved him up after Tom Coughlin left. How about going to Cleveland? Hugh Jackson. He now gets to work with Robert Griffin III and try to resurrect the Browns. And Adam Gase, the quarterback whisperer, takes over in Miami with Ryan Tannehill. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark. No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Okay, before we get too far into the season, I've got to get you on the record right now, my friend. Super Bowl picks, Mr. Davis. All right, well, you know how much I love the running game, and I think this is a running back renaissance that exists in the league right now, but it's about quarterbacks, too. Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers, they're going to come out of the NFC. And the New England Patriots with Jimmy Garoppolo and Tom Brady coming out of the AFC. How about you? Who do you like? I like both those teams going far in the playoffs, but not to the Super Bowl. I like Cam Newton, very motivated this year, winning it all, beating Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, you made an absolute prediction. Okay, I'll take Green Bay over New England. How's that? Good, I like it. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in. On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down. Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. To throw is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin, from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. K.J. Wright coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebackers slip free.
Here's Carr surveying the field, throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case,
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. This is taken at the 15. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, so many times we look at a short run, and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got Lockett. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Rawls. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here we go with Rolls. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now a play fake here on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Hey, big crowd right here.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from what...
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down. And a little floater there is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He's going to run. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Wilson, a give to Rolls. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 3. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hauschka now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Carr, got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Wilson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jermaine Kearse with an acrobatic catch. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. So they're going to go for 2. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale that time. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
We ready? Hello, baby. Alert! Alert! Hello, baby. Alert! Alert!
Carl try it again on second down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for the
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Bruce Irvin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Wilson wants to throw it. It's caught outright by Graham. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jihad Ward in there to record another sack. Their sixth of the afternoon. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.